Happy Friday, everyone. So I'm just popping on to do a live that's gonna look a little bit different than my other lives. As some of you may know, I'm in the middle of moving, traveling, and currently I'm dog sitting for 3 weeks at my coworker's house. So my setup looks a little bit different. I don't have all my stuff with me. In the moving process, I just kind of threw stuff in a bag to have for the next 6 weeks while I'm traveling. Like my traveler's notebook and all that stuff. So I don't have everything I normally would. Um, so yeah, please forgive me if the setup looks a little bit different. I hope you can all hear me well. And the lighting might be off, and my tripod is starting to be a little bit whack. So, anyway, hope you're all doing well. If you watch this on the replay, let me know how you like this style of live. Normally I work in my traveler's notebook and do some journaling, but I've just picked up random items recently and I kind of just wanted to open them with you all and talk about them and test them out. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Hope everyone had a good week and you have some exciting weekend plans. I made a coffee and we're just going to dive into it. So dog sitting definitely has been fun. I don't know why it always falls. Let's see if we can. Still need to work on getting a new tripod, but that is once I'm finally in my new apartment permanently situation. So, having some coffee, just gonna enjoy trying some stuff out. I have a little bit of everything here, including a fountain pen, including new notebooks, planner stickers, new markers, things that are just totally kind of new to me. So let's drink some coffee or whatever you're drinking tonight. I just fed the dog her supper, and then after we do a live stream, we'll go for a nice long walk because I think it finally stopped raining. It's been raining here for 3 days straight, so I kind of put a damper on our summer plans there. So I guess first things first, we'll start with these Kokio notebooks. So I posted on my community tab and you all commented and said, yes, I should buy these. My neighborhood Barnes & Noble had these summer edition or limited edition, to me they're summer edition, Kokio notebooks. It's a 5-pack of different colors, and as you can see, they're kind of like whimsical candy and snacks, and it was $14.99, which wasn't bad, especially for Kokio. And I'm just gonna open them up with some scissors. So, like I was saying, I didn't even pack scissors. So these were found at my coworker's house. I was just in a daze trying to get everything packed because I'm gonna be gone for 6 weeks. Then I had to drive up and get rid of my old apartment and do all that stuff. Then I went to visit family in Pennsylvania. Now I'm back in DC, and then I will go back up to Pennsylvania and New Jersey after I'm done dog sitting, and then finally go back to Tennessee. So it's just been nonstop, really. So I've said it before, Kokuyo is my all-time favorite paper. It is the OG for me. It's the smoothest in my opinion. So I'm not sure what any of this really says. So I just remember that the wrapper from Barnes & Noble said limited edition, and I've never seen these before. I'm sure they're probably on jet pens at this point. So we got like an ice cream one, which is definitely already my favorite. It is their standard 6mm size. I think this is a B5 notebook. And at the top it has number and date, which is pretty standard for Kokio products. And yeah, so we have ice cream for the blue, jelly beans for the purple, chewing gum for the mint green, I like that one too, potato chips for the yellow, and candy for the pink. Now, they did have ones that were just these like summer colors with no pattern on them. So if you did go to your local Barnes & Noble, you might see one that just is the solid colors. I did really like those because not only are they probably more professional and you could, whatever, But I was like, if I'm gonna get limited edition, I have to get ones that are just random, like ice cream and chewing gum, because that's like a fun thing, and I don't really care that it's probably geared towards middle schoolers. So when we do our testing, we'll use one of these notebooks to test out some of the other products that I got. So let's see. Next up on the docket, so we are going to try a fountain pen. Now this is actually from Hobby Lobby, which where I'm from we don't really have Hobby Lobby, but I was visiting a family member and they had a newly opened one and they wanted to stop in and check it out. So I went in and I was pleasantly surprised with all of like the stationery items that they had. Of course they had tons of planning stuff. So if you're into like just I could not recommend it enough. It's way more compared to Michael's, at least the one I was at. Such a big selection of Happy Planner. I saw some items that you all have in your videos that I've never seen before. So anyway, I saw this. They call it a hand lettering pen. It's from Manuscript, which is probably their brand. It was $4.99. Just a little fountain pen, a little inexpensive one that takes international converters. They had a nicer one that was a little bit more expensive, and it kind of was like a knockoff of, I don't know, like maybe like a Pilot Custom. It had like a rounded barrel. But I went for this one just because it was $5. They only had it in this color. I just thought it was cool to try. And surprisingly, it is made in the United Kingdom. So I thought that was kind of cool. And it says it's the best choice for everyday writing. And then again, I don't have all my stuff with me, so I don't have extra cartridges or anything like that. So they also had these. They call it the Creative Cartridges. It's non-waterproof, international size, and it comes in all these different colors. So there's pink and orange and red and brown and green and whatnot. I'm really excited to try the gray, light blue, blue, and purple. So for $6, they come in this hard plastic case, which I thought was also useful if you're traveling. And I'm excited to try that. So let's go ahead and ink up this $5 fountain pen and see what it's all about. And these were made in Slovenia, which is another place that a lot of cartridges are made. When I used to be in Austria all the time and Poland, most of the cartridges I bought were actually made in Slovenia, so that's interesting. So it's calligraphy.co.uk. So I guess, I don't think they only are sold at Hobby Lobby, I'm not sure. It does have a little bit of instructions here, changing the nib section in ink cartridge, care of your pen, wash the nib occasionally under running warm water, do not use waterproof inks, replace the cap after use, carry your pen upright. Okay, so who knows how this is gonna be. Okay. It's really lightweight. Not gonna lie, it does look kind of cool. And you probably can't see, but it has this like ridged grip section that's squared. And we're gonna open it up and let's just start with the blue cartridge that it came with to get us going here. So popping that in. Again, I'm not really expecting anything. I just thought this would be fun. And it does have a screw top, which I do personally like because I'm always paranoid about the cap coming off and ink going everywhere. So that's kind of nice. So far it's looking good. And while the ink is flowing, let's go ahead and take a look at another item. So I wanted to try these. I remember having these in middle school, which was 20 some years ago. So back in like the 90s, the Japanese stationery market was probably like really hitting it here. Y'all remember like, you know, the Uniball, the Pilot, like all those became kind of popular, but like of course for adults or rich people, not middle schoolers. But I remember it was so cool if you were able to get your hands on some of those Uniball gel pens or whatever. So I remember I had a friend who had these Pentel Champs, and I figured for $1.99 we would give it a try. They did have cool colors of the Pentel Sharp, which is kind of like the all metal mechanical pencil you've probably all seen, but I just wanted to try something different. It has a grip, a thick eraser, and it is 0.5, which again is not my go-to. 0.7 is my go-to, so we're really trying to change it up here. So let's just go ahead and open the pencils. Oops. And yeah, just a clear blue and clear black mechanical pencil. Oh, Eugenie! Happy Friday, how are you doing? Yes, I had to, so I went back to get the Kokyo notebooks because they're just beautiful and fun. So what happened was when I went the first time and I wanted to get them, there was like 15 people in line and only one register open at the store, and I had somewhere to be. So I was like, okay, if I come back tomorrow and they're still here, I'm gonna get them. So I went back the next day. Definitely my favorite's the ice cream, because I love ice cream, but I don't know, I'm gonna say that I do also like the chewing gum, but it's probably because green's my favorite color, so I don't know. So definitely fun. I would not be surprised if Jet Pens like already has these or they're about to have these. You know how Jet Pens is. Yes, this is Pentel Champ. Yes, well, that was actually my old place, Eugenie. So that was at the Barnes & Noble that's actually walking distance from my old apartment, which is now gone. And we've moved on from there. So let's open up the yellow potato chip one. And we'll just try the Pentel Sharp. Pretty standard. I will say this grip section is actually kind of cool. It's rubberized and it's ridged, I guess is the way to describe it. So it's like light, but it still makes you feel like you're holding on to something. And I do like the big eraser on top. So yeah, Pentel Sharp 0.5 mechanical pencil. Being $2 for a 2-pack, that's pretty awesome. So, nostalgia moment from middle school. So let's see if the fountain pen ink, so this is the $5 fountain pen. Let's try it out. I have zero expectations, so I just thought it was also interesting, let me find the packaging, that the other fountain pen too just calls it like hand lettering pen, which I wonder if that is a British English thing, or because I know I have handwriting pens that are like felt tip fine pens, because they actually say it on there, but so this doesn't like directly say like fountain pen, it says like hand lettering, and then at the bottom it says fountain pen. So I don't know if that is like a marketing thing, because this was in like the calligraphy section with the hand lettering books and journaling books and all that kind of stuff, and wedding invitation calligraphy, and they kind of just market it as a fountain pen that you can use for that. So I don't know. Still no ink flow. Let's squeeze a little bit. Watch it not work at all because I'm on a live, and that's just how the world works. It's like something doesn't want to work when you want it to. Yeah, and the nib even says okay. I can't read the first word. Oh, manuscript, England. So it says manuscript, England. And still no flow. We'll come back in a minute and we'll try the next thing. So, since we just wrote with our mechanical pencils, I wanted to try this. Let me know if you've used this. This is Moo Professional Erasers. They were on clearance for 49 cents, so I wanted to try them. It's from Korea, so it's a Korean brand. Less shadow of graphite, no smear, no little crumbles. Use like knead rubber, stamping touch up for sketching, soft and dense, erases charcoal, no damage to the paper even with excessive rubbing. So they're really promising a lot with this Moo eraser. So let's give it a whirl. I'm gonna open it up. Marilyn's here. Happy Friday, Marilyn. How's your week going? It's been raining nonstop here. Okay, and it comes in like a, this is kind of cool. It comes in like a cardboard wrapper where you puncture off the end of it. So you're not touching the eraser, you're touching the case. I don't know if I explained that right. Puncture off the end of it? That doesn't sound very good. Now how do we do this is the question. Tons of rain and thunders? Yeah, it's been so bad up here. Okay. So let's try taking the eraser out and doing it that way. So what is everyone up to this weekend? Just feel like a normal white eraser, honestly. New place is great. I'm so eager to get back there. I won't be going back until the end of July. Now I'm dog sitting and I go to New Jersey. So it's ironic that I move into a new place, spend a few days there, and then I have to leave for 6 weeks. It's because I agreed to dog sit a year ago before I knew I was even moving, so I didn't want to back out of my commitment, and we're having fun. So that's pretty much that. We're racing. We are racing. So I feel like that was a lot of promises. As you can see, the crumbles, I guess, clump together a little bit, but there's still tons of little crumbles. So I don't know if, I mean, you see it like it kind of stays together, but you're still gonna have crumbles. So they really did promise a lot in that packaging, didn't they? That's all right. It's still nice. And I actually really like these cube kind of erasers because I just feel like they're easier to hold than like flat rectangular ones. So for 49 cents on clearance, we're trying it out. I'm also curious to see how this works out on like a sketchbook with graphite pencils, not just like mechanical pencils. So that's that. What else? So I am trying to get back into the swing of things. Last week where I was, there was nowhere for me to set up a live. And I'm kind of playing around with having lives here at the house that I'm staying at while I dog sit. Yeah. Isabel's here. Happy Friday, Isabel. Can you believe this plant is actually from... So I'm leaving my job, right? And I was there today to clean out my desk. I mean, I'm still going back next week, but I wanted to clean out my desk of personal things. And I had bought this in the dollar section of Target, probably right before COVID. So this was $3 near my work. And I just like had it in front of my computer. Every time I look at it, like it makes me smile. I don't know why. It might be the shape of it, or like, does the plant look like something from like a movie? I don't know. So I just love it. And I decided, yeah, I'm going to bring it, take it out of the office and bring it back home with me. So we got some plant vibes going. Cheryl's here. Happy Friday, Cheryl. Let us know what you're up to this weekend. I'm just trying to get back into the groove now that I'm settled into my dog sitting situation. Oh yeah, it is fake. Well, I'm glad you thought it was real. That's nice, but it's definitely fake. Yeah, sometimes you just have to have those kind of things that make you happy. So if you just are joining us, pop in the chat to say hello and what you're up to this weekend. We are trying random products. We're not doing any journaling in my traveler's notebook because I just don't have the brain capacity right now. We're trying different products that I've picked up recently and just want to try them out. So this is a $5 fountain pen from Hobby Lobby by Manuscript. It's made in the UK. And we put a blue ink cartridge in it. And we were testing it out. And so far, no ink is coming out of it. So if anyone has any suggestions, the stationery shenanigan community would greatly appreciate it. I mean, I didn't have any expectations for $5, but oh, Eugene, you thought it was real too? Wow, this must be a really good plant. Funny story, since I'm gone from my apartment for 6 weeks and I had just moved there and I don't know anyone yet, I had to kind of finagle and hope that my live plants are gonna survive for 6 weeks, and I did a couple different things to try and make that work, but I do have a feeling when I get back at the end of July, I'm gonna have to buy new plants, which is a shame, but that's part of like the moving and traveling lifestyle, I suppose. Still no flow. Nope. Could very well be the ink, I don't know. Did you check out the stuff? Oh, I didn't check out Tool, Marilyn. I talked about it with my sister because she was saying something, because we were talking about Happy Planner. Now, I also have a bunch of Happy Planner stuff and I haven't done it yet, but I want to talk about it in another live. But she was like, oh, one of my coworkers told me there's this brand, I don't know what it's called, it's from Office Depot, and they have disc planners that are just kind of like gender neutral and really nice. So like, oh, is it Tool? And she was like, yeah, I think that's what it's called. So it was just funny that we were talking about Tool. I've used some of Tool's like gel pens and stuff that I really like because they're all made in Korea. But no, I haven't gone to an Office Depot because I don't think there is one by my new apartment in Tennessee, but there is not one up here. So probably when I get back, I'm gonna check it out. This is really not doing it. This is so disappointing. Although for $5, I shouldn't be disappointed. Maybe we'll try a different ink. A little more pressure, but ever so slightly. Okay, because it is brand new, right? So it's out of the box. It needs to get started. I wouldn't think it's the paper. I mean, this is cocoa paper. Oh, Isabel, you got your first order from Goulet? I just saw they posted a video and I wanted to watch it. Your first TWSBI, you're so excited, but you're going to wait until tomorrow when I see my coworker who knows more about fountain pens. What TWSBI did you get and what color? Did you get the Eco, the Diamonds? Those are the only ones I know off the top of my head, to be honest. I just got my first TWSBI too, but I haven't used it yet. That's so exciting. Did they give a lollipop with your order? Because I know they used to do that, like back in the day when I had ordered from them, which was probably before the pandemic. Okay, let's really just... I mean, I'm gonna read the instructions just in case we're missing something. Unscrew the pen barrel and put the empty ink cartridge from the nib section. Done. Push the new cartridge firmly. Finally, draw the ink through the nib by stroking the nib across. Okay, that's basically what we did, right? That's just a fancy way of saying it. Here it is in French and Spanish. So maybe I'll push it in. Maybe I didn't push it in all the way and it's just tight. Well, that'd be so funny if it was and I was sitting here on a live like an idiot. No, I think it's all the way in. I mean, I'm really... That's all the way in. It has to be. You got a blue raspberry. What? Oh, oh my gosh. You're saying blue raspberry lollipop. I was thinking of a TWSBI that comes in blue raspberry color. And I was like, oh, I wonder what that looks like. Wow, my brain is just off. I'm sorry. You got a Diamond 580 with a stub nib. That's going to be awesome. Did you get any ink with it, or do you already have an ink that you plan to use with it? Okay. Yeah, I think they need to make a blue raspberry TWSBI. I'll send that over to their marketing team. Okay, and then it said to make some strokes on the page, which we're doing. Cheryl's thought the same thing, so it wasn't just me. Okay, a fountain pen shouldn't take this long to go through, right? Like it should have already gone through. Should we take out the cartridge and see if it even got punctured? Maybe there's something wrong with... I mean, let's take a coffee break and then we can decide. Let me know if I should take the cartridge out or we should just wait and move on to another product. Okay. So riveting. Wait, what's... Oh. Okay, so it had a cartridge. I know that's where you like store extra cartridges. We're going to a new page. Maybe that'll change up the vibe. Nope. Let's take out the cartridge. You got Sailor Kitsune Biori? A Sailor Shikiori Tokiwamatsu. Wait, that's the one I have, isn't it? I know I have a Sailor Shikiori fountain pen. Okay. Actually, do I have it right here? Yeah. This is the Sailor Shikiori fountain pen that I have. That's like that green. Which honestly, I don't remember what ink is in here. I think it's just a black ink cartridge. Well, at least that works and not the manuscript one. Yup, you do get what you pay for. I was just so excited whenever I see a fountain pen like at a regular store, you know, like you just get excited because it's really hard to find fountain pens out in the wild unless you're at like an actual stationery store. So disappointing. All right, let's take the cartridge out. I have a feeling it didn't even like go in, like it was made wrong or something. See, that won't come out at all. Now I'm afraid to open it because then ink's gonna splatter everywhere at the house I'm staying at. And then I have to have like a funny conversation, like, what's that blue stain? Well, I was doing a live video on YouTube about a fountain pen. No, it definitely punctured it. It's coming out. Okay, first of all, now this looks black. Definitely, I thought it was blue, but on the paper it looks black. Okay, I think it's blue. It's just... All right, let's see if that really helped it get along there. I have a good feeling. Did I miss anyone's comments? Sorry if I did. I'm just looking real quick. No, I don't think so. Okay, since we re-puncture, let's wait a second. Let's move on. Next. We're not going to move on to these manuscript ink cartridges because the fountain pen doesn't really work. But since these are international standard, I have a couple other pens, of course not with me, that take the standard. And I don't know, I'm just excited for these. I know they're just kind of like everyday colors, but I think the gray will be really cool. And the brown. And honestly, I'm excited to try the red because I don't normally go for those kind of colors. I usually go for, you know, blues, greens, and browns. So I figured we'll give it a whirl. Okay. Then I got these all-purpose paintbrushes for $1.24, so it's even cheaper than Dollar Tree. And they had all different kinds that were on reduced. But I just wanted to get something kind of simple because I started using gouache paint, which I don't know if I'm going to bust out tonight on the live, but like for example, I saw Eugenie, you have your new Travelers Company watercolor palettes. I have the green one, and I feel like I'm not good at watercolors at all. I feel like I just don't do it right, and I don't feel like I'm in control. So I wanted to try gouache, and it's been working out well. I've been using my Traveler's Notebook, and I just bought one flat edge paintbrush with my niece when we were at Michael's. So I am going to talk about that in the future because it's still kind of pending. So I just wanted to get ones that were kind of small enough to use in a Traveler's Notebook. And I do like this yellow color. It makes me think of like a traditional pencil. So got those as well. And then I got these mini fine line markers. I don't know why I love them so much because they're mini. I'm in like a mini mood. Maybe it's because I'm traveling and I have like, it's so hard to pack everything, but yeah. So do you think the cartridge will fit Lamy Safari? No, because I think isn't Lamy proprietary and these are standard. I don't know if it would fit. I know it would fit in like a Coveco, and I do have some Faber-Castell ones, and I think we talked about it before, I have a Pilot Metropolitan that takes Pilot Metropolitan fountain pen that takes standard cartridges, not the Pilot ones, because I bought it in Europe, and the ones in Europe usually are not, they make them so they can be compatible with these cartridges because these are more common to buy in Europe than the Pilot cartridges, if that makes sense. So that would probably work for those two. I would try it. Remember Lamy uses different, yeah, Eugenie's right. I think, I wish Lamy would be, I wish all of them had some kind of way you could use international standard for everything, but I guess that's kind of how you keep your products special and unique, is that you have to have special cartridges. But if you have a Staples store near you, they do carry Lamy products, which is pretty awesome. Not everything, just a couple things, but they do sell fountain pens, some ink refills and all that. So it is the same price as buying it online, basically, because I guess Lamy has a floor price for their products, so no matter where you buy it, it'll be the same price. But it's just cool. It's just fun sometimes to see like things that you like in a normal store. So I think the fountain pen is dead. So yeah, these are mini fine line markers, water-based, 4.4 millimeters. The price says $6.99, but they were 40% off. So I'm not good at math, but they're like $4 and some change. And they remind me of the Stabilo ones, which I'm pretty sure Stabilo makes mini ones. I don't have any mini, but I just wanted to try these out for fun. Again, I don't have my stuff with me, so most of the stuff I'm using over the next 6 weeks is stuff that I'm buying, just because I didn't even have time. I didn't unpack my desk stuff at my new apartment yet, so it's like I moved in, set up my desk, but I didn't take out stuff in the boxes, and I was already had like hit the road. So yeah, so So these have these little ridges too. I do like the silver body, and this is Master's Touch, which is probably Hobby Lobby's like brand. Right, exactly how I thought. Pretty nice, and I will say this small size does feel nice in my hand. And I have bigger hands than a normal person, so I just want to throw that out there. I'm excited to try the gray. I'm in a gray phase. Okay, pretty nice. Yeah. Don't know, I mean, if they're water-based, so I don't know how they would do. Actually, let's do a quick smear test. I'm sure the colors stay vibrant and all that good stuff. And I'm using cocoa paper, so I'm not sure how it would use on other paper. Wow, okay. So they really do dry almost immediately. So if you saw, I wrote smear test in the purple and immediately put my hands over it, and there were no smears. So cool. Not bad for $4. Don't get me wrong, I'm still loyal to Stabilo and Stadler and all the like higher end ones, high quality ones, but this is a really nice thing to have. If you're in the market for mini things. They are lightweight, but honestly, I really like the grip on the cap. I don't know, they're just different. Sometimes you just gotta try different things, right? You're excited. So, okay, Isabel's excited when you're in a little indie bookstore and they have washi tape. They never... Right, and they do have some washi tapes that aren't like real washi tape. It's like the... What's that brand? Like, not Kirkland, because I think that's Costco's brand. It's like Kirka something. You see them in like a lot of gift stores. There's like the sushi washi tape and stuff. But yeah, I get excited for washi tape all the time, really. And I've used, fun fact, I've used washi tape in so many different ways during my move. Washi tape comes in handy all the time. I used it to like close bags, to label things on boxes, because you know you can remove it so easily. I've had so many uses for washi tape. I bet you there are a million videos out there that show you the uses for washi tape, so always a good investment. So fine liners, definitely a yes. Fountain pen, definitely a no. So disappointing. I don't even get how that works though. Like, how does it not work if the ink's in there? Like, truly. Like, how is this clogged right out of the store? You know what I'm saying? Has anyone ever bought a fountain pen that just truly doesn't work when you start using it? Unless it's the ink, but the ink came out and you see it flowing. So it's not like the ink's dried up in there. Maybe I could try cleaning the nib and running it under some cold water. Maybe there's like just dust or something like from the factory that's stuck there. Where's Brian? Brian's always good with this kind of stuff. So yeah, I think I might try to do that later just for fun. And the last thing I want to share is planner stickers, which I've accumulated more planner stickers since this purchase, which I will talk about another time. My sister gave me a bunch of cool stuff. So this is also from Hobby Lobby. Now they weren't on sale, so this was $8.99. This is Agenda 52, which is kind of like Happy Planner, but a different brand. I'm assuming it's Hobby Lobby's brand. So they had a lot of Agenda 52 and a lot of Happy Planner. And these really spoke to me because they're just definitely my vibe. Let's go ahead and open them up. These are called Chores, which, if you can believe it, I love chores. I'm trying to step up my planner game across the board. And these are kind of like little, I just like the artwork on these. It's like little icons. I don't know if that explains it well. Yeah, see, you can experience skipping, like Cheryl says, but having it not work at all, that's bizarre. Like, What's wrong with me? Oh wait, there's a sticker on the other thing. Yeah, and I had I don't think my Lami's ever skipped, but my Kavekos, I pretty much stopped using them because they skip and are super scratchy. I don't know if anyone else has that problem, that like it just gets annoying to me. And Sakura gel pens skip as well. Which, funny story, I bought some new ones that I don't know where they are right now, so I can't share them. But this is the Agenda 52 chore set. I just liked them. So there's like meal prep, coffee time, water plants. Ooh, too soon. Spray away. Have you seen this socks? Like it's like kawaii icons. Laundry, clean fridge. So there's some of those. And then again with like this icon thing. And I think I like the colors. It's like these warm colors. So there's like a vacuum cleaner and laundry basket. And I just, yeah. And then I love how there's a flip mattress. That's a very specific chore that I'm surprised they make into a planner sticker. Donate, organize paperwork. And then I even liked how they just had some like stationery items like pencils and paper clips, spray bottles. Then there's more icons like a sponge and a shopping cart and a trash can. I do like the meal prep ones, the socks. And just as a side note, this one was marked $8.99. The one in front of it was marked $17.99. So this is probably like the last year's version. They were the exact same on the inside, and I even checked the number of sheets. So when you're at stores like this, always check the actual price, because that's how they try to get you. Because probably what they do is it's $17.99, and then they put them like 50 or 40% off once in a while. So they like up the price. That way when it goes 40% off, you're still paying the same price. Again, I'm not an MBA, but I just feel like that's what they do. Definitely happens at the Calvin Klein outlet. I can tell you, years ago, we would go to the Calvin Klein outlet, and it would be like 40% off today only, but then we would look at the price tags, and if you look at the price tag behind it, the price was lower. So it's like they upmark the price in order to have these special sales, which is just crappy. So these are all words: clean out junk drawer, mop floors. Just fun. More of these like icons. Just love them. And then I like this. These are, I want to say matte. Maybe I'm using the word wrong. These are ones you write on, just different stickers, cleaning checklist, goals. So it's not necessarily all about chores. There's other stuff in here that's just like basic planning. But I feel like chores are like the most common thing to plan for. So that's why I want to try these out. But they did have other ones that were pretty cool. Weekly tracker, just more note tabs. Let's go to more like checklisty things. Like, do I want to say banners? Like headers. Wash sheets, yard work, clean windows, relax. Yeah, right. I'm not good at relaxing, but I probably do need to tell myself for my planner to do that. Then there's like all these arrows. And then more of like the icons and tabs. So yeah, I thought these planner stickers were just fun. That's just kind of like my vibe. Let me know if you use any planner stickers. I feel like I need to. Well, I don't feel like I need to. I am working on my planner game, which is why I thought, well, these will be fun to try out because I also have a lot of chores to do. Very different for Agenda 52. Yeah, that's why I got these. Well, I never saw Agenda 52 before, but so many planner stickers are like over the top for me. They're always like sparkly and foil and just like very like feminine. And I just wanted like fun, just, I don't know, like just icons or something. And I didn't want any like, big inspirational quotes or like all that kind of stuff. It's just not I don't see myself using them that much. I will use some of them, and I have some like that, but not like I wanted actual things I would use daily and weekly. So I thought this was different and fun. So that's what we went for that. So Eugenie prefers to wash your pen before use. Oh yeah, see I should have did that. You're right. In case there's oil or dust. Like maybe in a factory they, I don't know, it could be the dust, it could also be, I guess, the air when it's like sitting on a ship or something. I don't know, I've never had a pen I think that's never worked. I just have this feeling that the ink is not, like, it's just not, maybe I don't have it in all the way, but I did because the ink's coming out, so it definitely hit the thing. I don't know the terminology, I'm sorry. I am not Brian Goulet. So it should be going down the feeder, or whatever you call it. Ugh. Anyway, so that's my random stuff. I normally make like haul videos and stuff, but I just felt like let's do something different on this live. And do I have a good fountain pen that we could like end on a high note? Oh. Probably talked about this one. This is the Pilot Explorer. This one's Pilot Explorer. I don't even know if it has ink in it. Oh, it does. Ooh. Okay, after writing with a fountain pen that does not work, and then writing one that does work, feels very satisfactory. So I think this is called Pilot Explorer. I'm gonna say it's just a Pilot blue ink cartridge in here. Yep. Just a Pilot blue ink cartridge. So disappointing. You get what you pay for. Yes, Cheryl, if you have, so we don't have Hobby Lobby where I'm from, it just opened, and I had gone with someone, and I was like shocked at how many, I took a picture and sent it to my sister, because she's really into Happy Planner, and I was like, the store has an entire aisle of just Happy Planner and Agenda 52. Like if you go to Michael's, it's usually like a rack in the middle of the store, and you kind of have to sift through. But this was an entire aisle, and every shelf had an item. I even saw those Traveler's Notebook sized budget planners that Zen Glyph did a video about on her channel. I never saw those in person anywhere because I didn't know. Everywhere I go, it's just Michael's just has like a couple of them. So, and I believe Happy Planner stuff was 40% off. My sister said that they alternate between Agenda 52 and Happy Planner. So if Happy Planner is on sale right now, Agenda 52 is not, but I just like these stickers so much I was getting them, even though they weren't on sale. And then when Agenda 52 is on sale, Happy Planner will not be on sale. So that's just their business, I guess, but we're just giving it a whirl. So what I'll probably do is soak and wash this nib and let y'all know how that ends. I was hoping also to do a live in the morning, either tomorrow or Sunday, so some of our some of our European and people on the other side of the globe could join us, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so thank you all for joining me on this Friday night, and if you watch the replay, let me know. Let me know if you have any fountain pen fun stories about a fountain pen that never works. That can kind of be our fun thing to laugh about this week, is buying something that doesn't work at all. Yeah, so y'all take care, and I will see you next time.